Hey you, welcome back to my channel. I am Jill Baird. Today we have a quick, it's a 15-minute HIIT workout. There's no jumping, but there is a lot of working. I'm really excited about this format. So our main set has 2 exercises. We'll do exercise 1 for 1 minute, and then we'll do exercise 2 for a half of a Tabata set, so 4 rounds of 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest. Then we'll do exercise 1 again in that same half of a Tabata format, so 4 rounds, 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest. And then we're going to come to exercise 2 for 1 minute, and then we're going to mash the 2 exercises up, and we'll do the 2 on the right side only for 1 minute and 2 on the left side only for 1 minute. And then we have a 6-minute core workout that's 4 exercises, and we'll be off into our day. Please make sure that you warm up before you do this video. So if you have not warmed up, please press pause, and you can find, I have a warm-up playlist, or I've also linked it below. Or if you don't do one of my warm-ups, please just do someone else's warm-up. Do your body the favor of warming up. It is arguably the most important part of the workout. It gets our muscles and joints ready, mind-body connection, gets the blood pumping, and then gets us ready. It's like the on-ramp, right? You wouldn't just go from a stop to being on the freeway. You need that transition time to warm up. Okay, enough from me on that. You've done your warm-up. I'm gonna get this timer started, and our 2 exercises are alternating step back lunges and curtsy lunges, okay? So we're gonna jump in. When you hear the bell, alternating reverse lunges for 1 minute. If you want to hold dumbbells, go ahead and hold dumbbells. Otherwise, we're just going to lunge back and step forward. So think about keeping your head over your shoulders, over your hips. Feet are on railroad tracks, not a tightrope. Both knees bend 90 degrees. Think about squeezing the glute of the bent knee to come up to stand, of the foot that's planted on the mat as you come up to stand. Looks like we have about 17 seconds left here. The good news is this is the longest amount of time we will be doing this exercise today. Definitely not the last time we will be doing it though. So at the bell, we're gonna have 15 seconds to shake it off. Now, if you don't need rest, you can do jumping jacks, whatever. So now we're coming into 4 rounds of 20 seconds of alternating curtsy lunges. So step your feet about hip width distance apart, keep the hip points facing forward, and then bend into that knee, but keep your hips facing forward. You bring the foot in line with the opposite shoulder. So by little lights, they would be facing forward. And if you're looking for something super high intensity here, you could always do side skaters instead of low impact curtsy lunges, but that's up to you. All right, back into curtsy lunges. This is our second of 4 rounds. Really squeeze the inner thighs in addition to the glutes as you come up to stand. And again, head over shoulders, shoulders over hips, not hunching forward, open, tall, proud chest. Okay, moving on to round 3 of 4. Focus on your form. And again, you could hold dumbbells. There's a variety of ways that you can progress or regress the motion, right? If this isn't right for you, you could do maybe a lateral lunge. You just don't lunge down as deeply, right? You can always make things work for you. And only we know our own body, right? So we really have to be honest with ourselves about what is right for us and what is not, because the goal of working out is to improve our overall health. Okay, that was the 4th round of those. Now we're gonna go into 4 rounds of alternating step back lunges for 20 seconds each. So it's that same move, but a different timer. And if you wanna go faster, you can go faster. You can put your hands behind your head to make it a little bit more difficult. And then that back knee is just kind of kissing the mat. Just tap and come up to stand. So, like I was saying, the goal of working out is to improve our overall health in the long run. So if we let our ego guide us, chances are we might do things that actually hurt us and therefore hinder that progress. So we have to show up for ourselves in a way that is healthy and not just, you know, forcing things. I believe that was round 2. I don't know, someone was talking. I lost track. Maybe someone should tell the management. There's someone who talks too much. All right. Focusing on form. Pull your belly button back, in and up. Draw those front ribs down. So I believe this is going to be our final Tabata round. Yep. Really squeeze the glute of the front leg to come up to stand. And then think about keeping the back of the back foot parallel to the wall behind you. Okay, so now we have curtsy lunges for 60 seconds. And this is our last round of the 2 exercises isolated. If you want to add a little core, you can bring that opposite hand down. There's all sorts of things we can do here to make each move unique. But if you do that, make sure you're not hunching forward. We hunch forward all day, every day, over phones, over computers. We don't need that here. Squeeze glutes and inner thighs to come up. And if you don't want to do the twist, just hold your palms at heart center. Okay, so 15 seconds left here, and then we're going to move into mashing the 2 exercises together on the right for a minute, and then mash up the 2 exercises together on the left for a minute. Okay, so what that's going to look like is I'm going to do a reverse lunge. I'm going to ground my right leg, step my left leg back, and then curtsy. Stay low, lunge, stay low, curtsy. If that's too much, you come up to stand at the center. Bring the left foot to meet the right before you go into the next move. Otherwise, lost my balance there. You stay low. And you can even just bring the knee up to hover for some added tension. My right leg is like, what in the world are you doing right now? The good news is it's over at 8 seconds. And the better news is we get to do the other side. Okay, 15 seconds. Shake that leg out. You can do a little heel grab there. So this time, grounding the left leg. There's a little seam here, so I hope I don't fall. Lunge back with the right, curtsy with the right. Lunge right, curtsy right. So we're working the glute, we're working the quad, working the inner thighs. And then remember, you can do this little thing where you come up to hover and then step it back, or you can come up to stand completely. Check in. Decide what is right for you. Keep those hips facing forward, shoulders facing forward. Last 15 seconds of these 2 exercises. A lot of strength here. Okay, shake it out. Do a little quadricep stretch. We're gonna end with 4 core moves. We're gonna cycle through 2 times, and we're gonna work for 40 seconds, and we're gonna have 10 seconds in between the moves. I'm gonna hit the timer. You're gonna meet me in a plank on the mat, high plank, top of a push-up. And at the bell, we're gonna come into a blast off. So drawing hips back towards the heels, and then spring forward. So yes, we're working our quads some more, but we're also working our core. And then as you come forward, squeeze your butt and your quads to stop your shoulders over your wrists rather than propelling yourself through the front of the room. And find that place beyond the horizon of your mat. Okay, we have 10 seconds. We're gonna come into a downward facing dog. So plank position, hips lift up and back. We're gonna tap right hand to left foot. Come forward into a plank. Tap left hand to right foot. Come forward into a plank. And so on. If it is too much for you, say you're rotating all over the place and it's hurting your shoulder, you're just gonna come flow between plank and downward facing dog. And if that's not right for you, you're gonna hold a downward facing dog. And if that's not right for you, you're gonna come onto your back and you're going to do bicycle crunches. Okay, lower down to your stomach. We're gonna come into Superhumans. Extend the arms out, make a fist with your hands, and then lift your feet as you pull those fists, those elbows down into your sockets. Release. Exhale, lift and pull. So working the muscles that support our spine, which is our core, our backside body, everything from our butt to our shoulders is our core. And we're working our front core here. As we exhale, pull the belly button back as we lift. How tight can you hug those elbows in? Okay, one more move, and then we're gonna repeat them all. Give a crab toe touch. So, palms under shoulders, lift and tap. Opposite hand to opposite foot. If that's a little bit too much, you're tapping opposite elbow to opposite knee. If that's not right for you, you're on your back doing bicycles or crunches. But this is an awesome total body move. Exhaling as you reach, inhaling as you come down. So we're also working our triceps. Okay, what are we doing? Oh yeah, blast off. So come into that high plank, palms under shoulders, all 10 fingers spread wide. Draw your shoulders down and back. And then this time, we're gonna move a little bit faster. And as you come forward, think about simultaneously pressing your heels towards the back wall behind you. Squeeze your butt to stop you Your core is working, your quads are working, arms are working, stretching the soles of our feet with those toes tucked under as we press back, which is so good for us. Woo, saved by the bell. Okay, downward facing dog toe touches. So come into plank, hips lift up and back, corkscrew the palms into the mat, touch the right hand to the left foot, wave forward into plank, lift your hips, come up and back, tap left hand to right foot. So we are using our hips, our core and our glutes to lift our hips up and back. I'm not dumping into my arms. Yes, I'm pressing my palms forward and away from me, but I really want you to think about lifting like there was like a little thumb tap underneath the palm of your hand. So of course, your fingertips, knuckles are pressing into the mat, but I'm also lifting up and away from the mat. Okay, back to those superhumans. Come down onto your belly, untuck your toes, make the fists lift, hold it, lift a little higher, inhale to lower. You can release completely, or you can hover for a more advanced version. Now this time, draw your attention to your belly button. Pull it as far back towards your spine as you can, and lengthen your head away from your tailbone and your toes away from your hips. The longer the length we can find, the less crunching there is into that backside body. Okay, crab toe touches, and then we are done. So shoulders over wrists. So I'm not lifting my hips, supporting myself with my hand, and I'm using my core to lift the foot. And then I'm using my obliques to tap opposite hand to opposite foot. We are almost there, friends. This was a spicy 18-minute workout. Please make sure that you cool down. I have some cool downs linked below. Maybe you spend a little bit of extra time cooling down since the workout was quick. Until the next time we see each other, stay safe. Keep making those consistent, smart choices, and hurry back here. Thank you for working out with me. Bye, friends.